Good day, Mustangs. Thank you for joining us once again. It's Friday, March 5th, 2021, and I'm Akshay Maharaj. In the headlines, Science Olympiad has a strong showing at the Badger Invitational. Just in this week's sport highlights, Read Across America Week is wrapping up. Art and its ability to heal. And finally, Mustang news is expanding. But first, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for our top story. Team 1 at the FSA High School Science Olympiad list of competitors had a strong showing at the Badger Invitational. The virtual event, which took place last weekend, saw 65 teams in attendance from around the country. Team 1 placed in 5 events and was very close in a number of others. FSA's individual placements were impressive, with one first-place win. Medals were awarded through 8th place. Once again, head coach Pam Walsh says she is super proud of the strides the high school team has made in such a short space of time. The middle school girls and boys tennis teams came out on top this Monday at their season opener. Both teams faced off against St. John Bosco. Despite the cold weather, both the boys and girls teams ended with a 3-2 victory over John Bosco. In terms of golf, even though the middle school boys team gave it their all, they were just one stroke short on the final hole to take the win. Some soccer news. While rains have limited play in the last week or so, the middle school girls team in their first match of the season won, with a 6-4 victory. The boys are following closely behind as they work towards a win. Of the 6 goals scored, 3 were made by 7th grader Anne Marie. Coach Ayers shared that this academic year, despite COVID, there are over 110 students involved in spring athletics. Here's a quick look at how next week is shaping up for the competitive play for Mustang athletes. Two FSA students have immersed themselves in the mediums of sketching and drawing in an effort to utilize art as a way to heal and de-stress. Art has the power to help us relax, express ourselves, communicate with others, and so much more. Here's Fatima Safdar with a closer look at how juniors Trinity and Ashi are taking things to a new level.
When you make art, you gain the benefit of being left with something meaningful to show for it. Art in all of its forms helps you tap into a state of flow, which psychologists describe as becoming deeply engrossed in an activity. Similar to meditation, flow can improve performance as well as mental health. It can even lower stress levels. Here's how 2 students use drawing and sketching specifically to achieve a state of bliss. First, Trinity Okinedo, a flourishing artist since elementary school, shares about why she loves art.
Art is kind of de-stressing too, because you're able to just pour your heart and soul into it. Like, you can do anything. It doesn't have to be perfect. Whatever you put on the paper is something that you made, and you can be proud of it, even if it's not perfect or completed or anything. You still put in the time and the effort to make it, and it allows your brain to fully think of what you want to see on that paper. You can go anywhere with it.
Trinity has made a practice of consistently making art to keep in touch with her emotions. Her forte is drawing, and there are less empty pages in her sketchbook daily. Most of her drawings in her current sketchbook are unfinished, but they show her improvement, something she counts on with every new attempt.
A lot of times I draw my emotions. It's a great way to portray your emotions. So if I'm sad, I'll draw something sad and then I feel better. Or if I'm happy, I'll draw something happy and I show others and like, hey, look, I drew this thing, and they love it. And that's just a really nice feeling.
Another junior at FSA, Ashi Jane, not only loves art, but wanted to use it to make a difference in her community. She decided to create her own coloring book, Color Me Happy, but she didn't stop there. She went on to distribute it to senior citizens, sharing the power of art firsthand.
Over 300 senior citizens have felt the relief of coloring with Color Me Happy. These isolated people could feel connected with their communities through art. I've also shared my book with our FSA community so that students and teachers can also enjoy.
You can find the full PDF of Color Me Happy at the following link. It can be used at any skill level, so try it for yourself. For Mustang News, I am Fatima Safdar.
Are you a middle or elementary school student looking for a chance to put your journalism skills to use? Well, here's your chance. Mustang News is now presenting the opportunity for you to be a guest reporter. Students in elementary and middle school will have the opportunity to submit video stories to be featured and the award-winning Mustang news shows. If you are interested in this opportunity, make sure you email MNT's producer, Rohan Mova, at fsanews@fultonscienceacademy.org as soon as possible. There is also something for rising 9th and 10th graders. MNT will be hosting open auditions for anchoring spots. Just email for an audition appointment and details. And for all you aspiring video editors out there, we have a spot for you too. Just contact the show's technical director, Abhiram Chanupati, at achanupati@fultonscienceacademy.org if you are interested. According to the Weather Channel, today we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a high of 61 degrees and a low of 41. On Saturday and Sunday, you should expect the sun to make an appearance, with highs of 58 and 57 and lows of 28 and 35. What better way to end the week off than with a joke? So here it is. Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use honeycombs. In honor of Women's History Month, here's international Mexican-born painter Frida Kahlo with some inspirational words to lift us up, since she herself worked through her disabilities in the creation of her art. At the end of the day, we can endure much more than we think we can. It's now time for the fun FYI. March 5th is the National Day for Unplugging. With attending school virtually all year, it has been almost impossible to get away from the technological devices. Let's use this weekend to get away from those phones and spend some time with your family. It's a great opportunity to go outside and have some fun. Before we go, it is our duty at Mustang News to help keep you safe. We do this by reminding you to always wash your hands or use an alcohol-based sanitizer. Don't forget to wear your mask properly and keep your distance when walking up and down the stairs, hallways, and anywhere inside the building when you are on campus. Before you leave home, check your temperature and complete your daily Magnus health screening. If you are feeling sick, stay home. If in doubt about any symptom or COVID procedure, check COVID updates on the FSA website, and please review FSA's protocol. Remember, the first person you need to get in touch with if you're experiencing any symptoms, if you were exposed to someone who tested positive, or if you tested positive yourself, is the school nurse. Stay safe and healthy, Mustangs, and join us again on Monday for another edition of Mustang News. Make sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm Akshay Maharaj, reminding you to be the best you can be. And remember, Mustangs, we are always #stronger together.